Hi students, today we're going to cover the first two sections of chapter 1, simple present and present progressive, and then forms of the simple present and present progressive. This corresponds with pages 3 through 9 in your textbook. So let's take a look quickly at this dialogue between these two gentlemen. My name is Alex. Nice to meet you, Alex. My name is Jonas. We can see two examples of a present tense verb, is in both cases. I'm glad to meet you too. Where are you from? Here we also see some verbs in the present tense. The apostrophe M is in the simple present tense, and are is in the simple present. I'm from the Czech Republic. Where do you live now? You can see a slight difference in the question formation. I live in Mexico City. So, where do you live? I live in a house near school. Where do you live? I live in an apartment about 10 minutes away by bicycle. All of those are simple present verbs, forms of the verb live. The question form is different. It uses do and live. The statement form is just live in this case for the subject I. Okay, so let's talk about simple present and present progressive. We shop every Monday. What is the verb here? The verb is shop. And we know it should be in the simple present like this because they're talking about something that they do every Monday. It's a habitual action. So the simple present in this case has a meaning from the past until the present, and which will continue into the future. Jill eats lunch every day. She ate lunch every day last week. She will eat lunch every day next week. So we can say Jill eats lunch every day. I usually study English on Wednesday. That's every Wednesday. Last Wednesday, this Wednesday, next Wednesday. These are daily habits or usual activities, so they are habitual actions. Dogs bark, lions roar. They do it habitually, and it's also a general statement of fact that something is a certain way. So simple present is for events or situations with always, usually, or habitually in the past, present, or future. Even though it is the simple present tense, it actually describes all of those times. The negative form, he doesn't watch TV on weekends. The question form, does that dog bark loudly? So we use a form of do or do not plus the base form of the verb for the negative or the question form of the simple present. So events or situations, again, in the past, present, or future. He doesn't watch TV on weekends means that he never does that on weekends. In the past, he didn't. In the present, he doesn't. And in the future, he won't. So he doesn't watch TV on weekends. And then the question is asking about all the time. Does the dog do that? Has he done it in the past? Will he do it? Is it his habit to do that, to bark loudly? So the present progressive, on the other hand, Magda is feeding her horse right now. It's something that is in progress at this moment. I can't talk now. I am playing the guitar. So that is what the person is doing and the reason that he can't talk. They are eating dinner right now. It's in progress. It's an activity that is in progress right now. It's happening right now. Present progressive again. The negative form would be is not, am not, or are not. It isn't snowing right now. The question form, is plus the subject, or are plus the subject, am plus the subject. Is it snowing right now? So again, the present progressive is formed with am, is, or are plus ing. And this is something that probably started in the past and continues until now. It is in progress at this moment, and we don't really know when it will finish in the future. So, it swims. It is swimming. So that first turtle does not look like it swims, actually. It looks like it crawls. The other turtle, however, the sea turtle, is swimming right now. But it's good to compare the forms. It swims, so it's third person, so it's the verb with the S at the end. We put an S when it has he, she, or it as the subject. It is swimming. That is in progress, so it's a form of the be verb plus the ing form of the verb. And with swim, we had to double that M. So the statement form. In the simple present, they run. Present progressive, they are running. And again, notice we doubled the N in run. In one syllable verbs that end in a vowel and then a consonant, we double the consonant when we put it into the progressive form before ing. Do you run? This is the question form. What do you think the progressive question form will be? If you said, are you running? You are correct. Contractions. We do use contractions in spoken English very commonly. I am is I'm running. You are is you're running. And do not confuse this with the possessive Y-O-U-R. Don't confuse that. Native speakers sometimes make that mistake. You don't want to do that. She is, she's running. So the pronoun plus a form of be can be contracted in many cases. Does not is doesn't. Do not is don't. Is not equals isn't. Are not, aren't. Notice where the apostrophe goes. In every case, it's before the final letter, before that T in this case. It's never before the N and then the T. It's always before the last letter. Am not does not get contracted. It's a common mistake to think that it might, but it does not. In this case, I am not running would be contracted to I'm not. You can't put am and not together. Okay, let's do a little bit of practice, and then we're done with the first two sections. It's Monday, and my mom is teaching math. Is it daily, usual habit, or is it happening right now? So this is our hint. We see that ing, and we know it is happening right now. She doesn't usually teach on Monday. We have a clue here. Usually. We also don't see an ing at the end or the be verb here, so this is her usual habit. In fact, it's a negative form of her usual habit. She usually teaches on Tuesday and Thursday. Again, we see that clue, usually. That's what's called an adverb of frequency, and we'll discuss that more in the next PowerPoint. This is another daily, usual habit. Today is unusual. She is teaching a class for new students, and we see again that it's unusual. It's not usual. She is doing something, so it's ing, so it is happening right now. Let's try these. Are you what? We see a form of the be verb, so it should be with ing. Are you listening? The birds blank right now. They are singing right now. And every morning talks about a usual habit, so they sing every morning. Are you, we see a be verb. Are you watching TV? No, I am checking email. I always check my email or check email before I go to sleep.